査 An informal survey.
Lately. I haven't seen Tex lately.
最近テックスを見ていない
I haven't seen Tex lately. Profession. Why did you choose this profession?
なぜあなたはこの職業を選んだのですか
Why did you choose this profession? Supervisor. Permission from a supervisor.
上司の許可
Permission from a supervisor. Ensure. Ensure that the products are safe.
製品が安全であることを保証する
Ensure that the products are safe. Submission. Hundreds of submissions from readers.
読者からの何百もの提出物
Hundreds of submissions from readers. Notify. Notify employees of the change.
従業員に変更を知らせる
Notify employees of the change. Definitely. I definitely need the item.
私は絶対にその品物が必要だ
I definitely need the item. Eligible. Employees are eligible to receive paid holidays.
社員は有給休暇を受け取る資格がある
Employees are eligible to receive paid holidays. Paperwork. All the paperwork is ready.
すべての書類の準備ができています
All the paperwork is ready. Complimentary. A complimentary breakfast.
無料の朝食
A complimentary breakfast.
Revise. Revise a plan.
計画を修正する
Revise a plan. Track. Track an order.
注文を追跡する
Track an order. Administrative. An administrative assistant.
管理アシスタント
An administrative assistant. Retail. Retail stores.
小売店
Retail stores. Inventory. Reduce inventory.
在庫を減らす
Reduce inventory. Extensive. Extensive analysis.
詳細な分析
Extensive analysis. Promotional. Promotional materials.
販促物
Promotional materials. Catering. Catering service.
仕出しサービス
Catering service. Wildlife. A wildlife photographer.
野生動物の写真家
A wildlife photographer. Assign. I have been assigned the work.
私はその仕事を任された
I have been assigned the work.
Imply. What is implied about the hotel?
ホテルについて何がほのめかされていますか
What is implied about the hotel? Banquet. I am looking forward to the banquet.
私は夕食会を楽しみにしている
I am looking forward to the banquet. Valid. Valid until the end of May.
5月末まで有効な
Valid until the end of May. Affordable. Provide quality service at affordable prices.
質の高いサービスを手頃な価格で提供する
Provide quality service at affordable prices. Renovate. A newly renovated library.
新しく改装された図書館
A newly renovated library. Guidelines. Follow industry guidelines.
業界の指針に従う
Follow industry guidelines. Certificate. A copy of the certificate.
認定証の写し
A copy of the certificate. Innovative. An innovative technology.
革新的な技術
An innovative technology. Agenda. The first item on the agenda.
議題の最初の項目
The first item on the agenda. Assembly. Assembly line workers.
組み立てラインの作業員
Assembly line workers.
Install. Install a new printer.
新しいプリンターを設置する
Install a new printer. Orientation. New employee orientation.
新入社員向け説明会
New employee orientation. Renowned. A renowned scientist.
名高い科学者
A renowned scientist. Appropriate. Appropriate clothes for a job interview.
面接に適した服装
Appropriate clothes for a job interview. Ingredient. Use fresh ingredients.
新鮮な材料を使う
Use fresh ingredients. Storage. A storage facility.
貯蔵施設、
A storage facility. Beverage. Serve food and beverages to guests.
お客様に食事と飲み物を出す、
Serve food and beverages to guests. Prior. Prior to the meeting.
ミーティングの前に、
Prior to the meeting. Merger. The upcoming merger with Tex Corporation.
テックス社との近く行われる合併、
The upcoming merger with Tex Corporation. Inn. A seaside inn.
海辺の宿、
A seaside inn.
Equip. Each room is equipped with internet access.
それぞれの部屋にはインターネットが備わっています。
Each room is equipped with internet access. Summary. A brief summary.
短い要約、
A brief summary. Lease. A 2-year lease.
2年間の賃貸契約、
A 2-year lease. Defective. Return a defective product.
欠陥のある製品を返品する、
Return a defective product. Quarterly. A quarterly magazine.
機関誌、
A quarterly magazine. Extended. An extended warranty.
長期の保証、
An extended warranty. Architect. A famous architect.
有名な建築家、
A famous architect. Grocery. A local grocery store.
地元の食品雑貨店、
A local grocery store. Sculpture. A sculpture exhibition.
彫刻展、
A sculpture exhibition. Itinerary. Send an itinerary.
予定表を送る、
Send an itinerary.
Directory. The company directory.
社員名簿、
The company directory. Expire. My driver's license expires in April.
私の運転免許証は4月に期限が切れます。
My driver's license expires in April. Vendor. Negotiate with vendors.
業者と交渉する、
Negotiate with vendors. Colleague. Talk with a colleague.
同僚と話をする、
Talk with a colleague. Patron. Library patrons.
図書館の愛用者、
Library patrons. Relocate. Relocate an office.
オフィスを移転する、
Relocate an office. Tourism. Tourism industry.
観光産業、
Tourism industry. Remodel. My office is being remodeled.
私のオフィスは改築中です。
My office is being remodeled. Consumer. Consumer reports.
消費者レポート、
Consumer reports. Inspect. Inspect a building.
建物を検査する、
Inspect a building.
Numerous. I have eaten at numerous local restaurants.
私は数多くの地元のレストランで食事をしたことがあります。
I have eaten at numerous local restaurants. Payroll. A new payroll system.
新しい給与管理システム、
A new payroll system. Qualified. I am qualified for the position.
私はその職に適任だ。
I am qualified for the position. Appliance. Kitchen appliances.
台所用電化製品、
Kitchen appliances. Competitive. Excellent service and competitive prices.
優れたサービスと他に負けない価格、
Excellent service and competitive prices. Specialize. The company specializes in web design.
その会社はウェブデザインを専門にしている。
The company specializes in web design. Questionnaire. Fill out a questionnaire.
アンケート用紙に記入する。
Fill out a questionnaire. Approximately. Approximately 2 hours.
約2時間。
Approximately 2 hours. Contribute. Contribute to a team.
チームに貢献する。
Contribute to a team. Productivity. Improve productivity.
生産性を改善する。
Improve productivity.
Promptly. The meeting starts promptly at 1 p.m.
会議は午後1時ちょうどに始まります。
The meeting starts promptly at 1 p.m. Strategy. A marketing strategy.
マーケティング戦略。
A marketing strategy. Dedicated. Experienced and dedicated staff.
経験豊富で献身的なスタッフ。
Experienced and dedicated staff. Exceptional. Exceptional customer service.
並外れた顧客サービス。
Exceptional customer service. Luncheon. Hold a luncheon.
昼食会を開く。
Hold a luncheon. Exceed. Exceed expectations.
期待を超える。
Exceed expectations. Multiple. Operate in multiple countries.
複数の国で営業する。
Operate in multiple countries. Specify. The regulations clearly specify that.
規則には何々とはっきり記されている。
The regulations clearly specify that. Venue. A convention venue.
会議の会場。
A convention venue. Household. Household products.
家庭用製品。
Household products.
Evaluate. Evaluate a product.
製品を評価する。
Evaluate a product. Negotiate. Negotiate with a client.
顧客と交渉する。
Negotiate with a client. Booking. Make a booking.
予約をする。
Make a booking. Circulation. A daily circulation of 30,000.
1日3万の発行部数。
A daily circulation of 30,000. Completion. The completion of the project.
プロジェクトの完了。
The completion of the project. Relevant. Relevant work experience.
関連した職務経験。
Relevant work experience. Thorough. A thorough review.
徹底的な検討。
A thorough review. Via. Fly to Seattle via Denver.
デンバー経由でシアトルへ飛ぶ。
Fly to Seattle via Denver. Workplace. Relationships in the workplace.
職場での人間関係。
Relationships in the workplace. Accommodations. The price includes flights and accommodations.
料金には航空運賃と宿泊費が含まれています。
The price includes flights and accommodations.
Flexible. Flexible work hours.
フレックスタイム制。
Flexible work hours. Predict. Some experts predict that.
数名の専門家は何々と予測している。
Some experts predict that. Preference. Seat and meal preferences.
座席と食事の希望。
Seat and meal preferences. Substantial. Reduce costs by a substantial amount.
かなりの額のコストを削減する。
Reduce costs by a substantial amount. Accessible. Easily accessible by train.
電車で簡単に行ける。
Easily accessible by train. Coverage. Media coverage.
メディアの報道。
Media coverage. Generate. Generate profits.
利益を生み出す。
Generate profits. Refreshment. Refreshments will be served.
軽食が出ます。
Refreshments will be served. Reliable. A reliable secretary.
頼りになる秘書。
A reliable secretary. Revenue. Advertising revenue.
広告収入。
Advertising revenue.
Fundraising. The fundraising dinner.
資金集めの夕食会。
The fundraising dinner. Accomplished. An accomplished designer.
熟練したデザイナー。
An accomplished designer. Acquire. Acquire a company.
会社を買収する。
Acquire a company. Accordingly. The weather is cold, so dress accordingly.
気候が寒冷なので、それに応じた服を着てください。
The weather is cold, so dress accordingly. Critic. Positive reviews from critics.
評論家からの好意的なレビュー。
Positive reviews from critics. Highlight. Highlight differences.
違いを強調する。
Highlight differences. Profile. Profile a business person.
ビジネスパーソンの人物紹介をする。
Profile a business person. Motivate. Motivate employees.
社員をやる気にさせる。
Motivate employees. Subscription. A magazine subscription.
雑誌の購読。
A magazine subscription. Encounter. Encounter a serious problem.
重大な問題に直面する。
Encounter a serious problem.
Luxury. A luxury sedan.
高級セダン車。
A luxury sedan. Prohibit. Street parking is prohibited in this area.
路上駐車はこの地域では禁止されています。
Street parking is prohibited in this area. Resolve. The problem was resolved.
問題は解決された。
The problem was resolved. Restore. Telephone service was restored this morning.
通話サービスは今日の午前中に復旧した。
Telephone service was restored this morning. Surrounding. Surrounding areas.
周辺の地域。
Surrounding areas. Alert. Alert text to the problem.
テックスに問題を知らせる。
Alert text to the problem. Anticipated. The highly anticipated new book.
非常に期待されている新刊。
The highly anticipated new book. Consistently. Consistently ranked among the top 10 universities.
常にトップ10の大学にランクインしている。
Consistently ranked among the top 10 universities. Dairy. Fat-free dairy products.
無脂肪の乳製品。
Fat-free dairy products. Phase. The first phase.
第一段階。
The first phase.
Manuscript. Edit a manuscript.
原稿を編集する。
Edit a manuscript. Overtime. Work a lot of overtime.
長時間残業する。
Work a lot of overtime. Premises. On the premises.
敷地内で。
On the premises. Utility. The rent includes all utilities.
家賃にはすべての公共料金が含まれています。
The rent includes all utilities. Laundry. A laundry room.
洗濯部屋。
A laundry room. Enthusiastic. I am enthusiastic about the project.
私はそのプロジェクトに乗り気です。
I am enthusiastic about the project. Outline. Outline a policy.
方針の概要を説明する。
Outline a policy. Packet. A packet of materials.
袋入りの資料。
A packet of materials. Retain. Retain a receipt.
レシートを保管する。
Retain a receipt. Belongings. Make sure you have all your belongings.
所持品をお持ちかご確認ください。
Make sure you have all your belongings.
Conservation. Energy conservation.
エネルギーの節約。
Energy conservation. Routine. Routine maintenance work.
普段行われているメンテナンス作業。
Routine maintenance work. Urban. Live in urban areas.
都市部に住む。
Live in urban areas. Workforce. 50% of the workforce.
全従業員の 50%。
50% of the workforce. Biography. A brief biography of the author.
著者の簡単な人物紹介。
A brief biography of the author. Ownership. The company has recently changed ownership.
その会社は最近所有権が移転した。
The company has recently changed ownership. Pastry. A pastry chef.
焼き菓子のシェフ。
A pastry chef. Tenant. Both building managers and tenants.
建物の管理人も入居者も。
Both building managers and tenants. Workload. Reduce the workload.
仕事量を減らす。
Reduce the workload. Sufficient. Sufficient time.
十分な時間。
Sufficient time.
Characteristic. Main characteristics of the product.
その製品の主な特徴。
Main characteristics of the product. Combined. A combined effort.
共同の努力。
A combined effort. Conclude. The event will conclude with a concert.
イベントはコンサートで締めくくられる予定です。
The event will conclude with a concert. Associate. Costs associated with buying a house.
家の購入に関連したコスト。
Costs associated with buying a house. Conflict. Because of a scheduling conflict.
スケジュールが勝ち合ったので。
Because of a scheduling conflict. Investment. Real estate investment.
不動産投資。
Real estate investment. Physician. See a physician.
医師に見てもらう。
See a physician. Token. As a token of our appreciation for.
何々への我々の感謝の印として。
As a token of our appreciation for. Partial. A partial refund.
部分返金。
A partial refund. Resume. Resume operations.
操業を再開する。
Resume operations.
Dealership. Car dealerships.
車の販売特約店。
Car dealerships. Garment. The garment is made of cotton.
その衣料品は綿製です。
The garment is made of cotton. Implement. Security measures were implemented.
安全対策が実施された。
Security measures were implemented. Paycheck. Receive a paycheck.
給料を受け取る。
Receive a paycheck. Recruit. Recruit new staff.
新しいスタッフを採用する。
Recruit new staff. Substitute. Substitute new for old.
古いものの代わりに新しいものを使う。
Substitute new for old. Typically. Our tours typically take an hour.
我々のツアーは通常1時間かかります。
Our tours typically take an hour. Authorize. An authorized dealer.
公認の販売店。
An authorized dealer. Comparable. More expensive than comparable products.
同等の製品より値段が高い。
More expensive than comparable products. Faculty. A faculty member at Tech's College.
テックス大学の教員。
A faculty member at Tech's College.
Initiative. A growth initiative.
成長のための新計画。
A growth initiative. Postage. Postage is calculated by weight.
郵便料金は重量で計算されます。
Postage is calculated by weight. Afterwards. The author will sign books afterwards.
その後で著者が本にサインをします。
The author will sign books afterwards. Aim. Aim to cut energy use.
エネルギーの使用を減らすことを目指す。
Aim to cut energy use. Generally. The film received generally positive reviews.
その映画はおおむね良い評価を得た。
The film received generally positive reviews. Occupied. The room is occupied.
その部屋は使われている。
The room is occupied. Solid. A solid reputation.
確かな評判。
A solid reputation. Attempt. Tex's attempt to become a singer.
歌手になろうとするテックスの試み。
Tex's attempt to become a singer. Authority. The person in authority.
権限を持った人。
The person in authority. Domestic. The domestic market.
国内の市場。
The domestic market.
Permission. Without permission.
許可なしに。
Without permission. Presence. A strong presence in the area.
地域での強い存在感。
A strong presence in the area. Rapidly. A rapidly growing company.
急速に成長している会社。
A rapidly growing company. Relief. Provide relief to consumers.
消費者に安心感を与える。
Provide relief to consumers. Reward. Reward employees for their hard work.
従業員の頑張りに報いる。
Reward employees for their hard work. Translate. Translate English into Japanese.
英語を日本語に翻訳する。
Translate English into Japanese. Circumstance. Under any circumstances.
いかなる状況下でも。
Under any circumstances. Contrary. Contrary to expectations.
期待に反して。
Contrary to expectations. Eventually. Mr. Kato was eventually promoted to CEO.
加藤さんは最終的には CEO に昇進した。
Mr. Kato was eventually promoted to CEO. Expose. Be directly exposed to the sun.
太陽に直接さらされる。
Be directly exposed to the sun.
Panel. A panel of experts.
専門家グループ。
A panel of experts. Portion. The bottom portion of the ticket.
チケットの下の部分。
The bottom portion of the ticket. Primary. Primary duties.
主な任務。
Primary duties. Remark. Opening remarks.
開会の言葉。
Opening remarks. Timely. In a timely manner.
タイミングの良いやり方で。
In a timely manner. Commonly. The most commonly used methods.
最も一般に用いられている方法。
The most commonly used methods. Consult. Consult a doctor.
医師に相談する。
Consult a doctor. Convert. Convert a warehouse into an office.
倉庫をオフィスに改造する。
Convert a warehouse into an office. Obligation. You have no obligation to do so.
あなたにそうする義務はない。
You have no obligation to do so. Resign. Resign without notice.
予告なしに辞任する。
Resign without notice.
Securely. The door is securely locked.
ドアにはしっかりと鍵がかかっている。
The door is securely locked. Strive. Strive to cut costs.
コスト削減のために懸命に努力する。
Strive to cut costs. Timeline. A timeline of events.
イベントの予定表。
A timeline of events. Urge. Urge Tex to change his mind.
テックスに考えを変えるよう強く促す。
Urge Tex to change his mind. Acknowledge. Acknowledge receipt of the order.
注文を受け取ったことを知らせる。
Acknowledge receipt of the order. Diverse. A diverse group of experts.
多種多様な専門家のグループ。
A diverse group of experts. Transaction. A bank transaction.
銀行取引。
A bank transaction. Lack. A lack of information.
情報不足。
A lack of information. Essential. Customer satisfaction is essential to us.
顧客満足が当社にとって最も重要です。
Customer satisfaction is essential to us. Majority. The majority of employees.
従業員の大部分。
The majority of employees.
Observe. Observe a trend.
傾向に気づく。
Observe a trend. Possess. Possess knowledge.
知識を持つ。
Possess knowledge. Sharply. Sales rose sharply.
売上が急激に上がった。
Sales rose sharply. Adjustment. Make adjustments to the plan.
計画を調整する。
Make adjustments to the plan. Aisle. I prefer an aisle seat.
通路側の席がいいです。
I prefer an aisle seat. Capture. Photographs capture memorable moments in life.
写真は人生の思い出の瞬間を記録します。
Photographs capture memorable moments in life. Consist. The committee consists of 5 members.
委員会は5人のメンバーで構成されている。
The committee consists of 5 members. Desirable. Teaching experience is desirable.
指導経験があることが望ましい。
Teaching experience is desirable. Heavily. A heavily used bus route.
非常に頻繁に使われるバスの路線。
A heavily used bus route. Investigate. Investigate a possibility.
可能性を調査する。
Investigate a possibility.
Measurement. Take the measurements of a table.
テーブルの寸法を測る。
Take the measurements of a table. Urgent. An urgent request.
緊急の依頼。
An urgent request. Checkout. The checkout counter.
レジカウンター。
The checkout counter. Dispose. Dispose of garbage.
ゴミを処分する。
dispose of garbage, modify, modify a contract,
契約を修正する。
modify a contract, outlet, open an outlet in Japan,
日本で店舗をオープンする。
open an outlet in Japan, prescription, ask for a prescription,
処方箋を依頼する。
ask for a prescription, situated, situated downtown, the hotel is convenient,
中心街に位置していて、そのホテルは便利だ。
situated downtown, the hotel is convenient, surprisingly, surprisingly, Tex passed the exam,
驚いたことに、テックスは試験に合格した。
surprisingly, Tex passed the exam, transform, transform a train station into a museum,
電車の駅を博物館に一変させる。
transform a train station into a museum,
Undergo. Undergo major renovations.
大規模な改装に入る。
Undergo major renovations. Blueprint. The blueprints for the new theater.
新しい劇場の設計図。
The blueprints for the new theater. Boost. Boost the company's profit.
会社の利益を押し上げる。
Boost the company's profit. Considerably. Considerably lower prices.
かなり安くなった価格。
Considerably lower prices. Eliminate. Eliminate a risk.
リスクを取り除く。
Eliminate a risk. Exclusively. Available exclusively to our members.
メンバー限定で利用できる。
Available exclusively to our members. Leak. The pipe under the sink is leaking.
流しの下のパイプから水が漏れている。
The pipe under the sink is leaking. Preliminary. Preliminary results from a survey.
調査の暫定結果。
Preliminary results from a survey. Sophisticated. A sophisticated design.
洗練されたデザイン。
A sophisticated design. Statistics. The most recent statistics.
一番最近の統計。
The most recent statistics.
vacant, a vacant unit in an apartment building,
アパートの空室。
a vacant unit in an apartment building, evidence, evidence of payment,
支払いの証拠。
evidence of payment, excursion, a shopping excursion,
買い物のお出かけ。
a shopping excursion, influence, influence a decision,
結論に影響を与える。
influence a decision, ordinary, live in an ordinary house,
普通の家に住む。
live in an ordinary house, reject, reject a proposal,
提案を却下する。
reject a proposal, tailor, tailor services to clients' needs,
顧客のニーズにサービスを合わせる。
tailor services to clients' needs, assume, assume responsibilities,
職務を引き受ける。
assume responsibilities, engagement, a previous engagement,
前からの約束。
a previous engagement, fame, achieve international fame,
国際的な名声を得る。
achieve international fame,
Modest. A modest increase in price.
小幅の値上げ。
A modest increase in price. Patent. Apply for a patent.
特許を出願する。
Apply for a patent. Pursue. The company is pursuing a new market.
その会社は新しい市場を追い求めている。
The company is pursuing a new market. Remote. A remote mountain village.
人里離れた山村。
A remote mountain village. Reveal. Reveal the cause of the problem.
問題の原因を明らかにする。
Reveal the cause of the problem. Allowance. A housing allowance.
住宅手当。
A housing allowance. Crucial. Innovation is crucial for business success.
技術革新は会社の成功に非常に重要だ。
Innovation is crucial for business success. Distinguished. A distinguished career as a journalist.
ジャーナリストとしての際立って優れた経歴。
A distinguished career as a journalist. Disturb. I'm sorry to disturb you.
邪魔してすみません。
I'm sorry to disturb you. Fluent. Applicants must be fluent in Mandarin.
応募者は北京語がペラペラでなければいけません。
Applicants must be fluent in Mandarin.
Fulfill. Fulfill requirements.
必要条件を満たす。
Fulfill requirements. Objective. The objective of the survey.
アンケート調査の目的。
The objective of the survey. Restrict. Restrict employees from accessing the internet.
従業員がインターネットにアクセスすることを制限する。
Restrict employees from accessing the internet. Steadily. Sales have been increasing steadily.
売上は着実に伸びている。
Sales have been increasing steadily. Adequate. An adequate explanation.
十分な説明。
An adequate explanation. Assessment. The assessment of the value.
価値の評価。
The assessment of the value. Attribute. Mr. Cato attributes his success to luck.
加藤さんは自分が成功したのは幸運のおかげだとしている。
Mr. Cato attributes his success to luck. Beforehand. Prepare an agenda beforehand.
前もってアジェンダを用意する。
Prepare an agenda beforehand. Challenging. A challenging task.
やりがいのある任務。
A challenging task. Endeavor. Good luck in your future endeavors.
皆さんのこれからの努力が実ることを祈っています。
Good luck in your future endeavors.
Inspiring. An inspiring speech.
やる気の出るスピーチ。
An inspiring speech. Remarkable. Make remarkable progress.
驚くべき進歩を遂げる。
Make remarkable progress. Measure. Take safety measures.
安全対策を講じる。
Take safety measures. Struggle. The company is struggling to survive.
その会社は生き残るために奮闘している。
The company is struggling to survive. Wage. The wage level.
賃金水準。
The wage level. Adapt. Adapt to a new work environment.
新しい職場環境に適応する。
Adapt to a new work environment. Ambitious. Set an ambitious goal.
意欲的な目標を設定する。
Set an ambitious goal. Capable. I am capable of doing the job.
私にはその仕事をする能力がある。
I am capable of doing the job. Consequence. Have serious consequences.
深刻な結果を生む。
Have serious consequences. Impose. Impose a fee on customers.
顧客に料金を課す。
Impose a fee on customers.
Latter. The former and the latter.
前者と後者。
The former and the latter. Output. The daily output of a factory.
工場の1日の生産量。
The daily output of a factory. Proudly. Proudly announce.
誇らしげに発表する。
Proudly announce. Stable. A stable supply of electricity.
電気の安定した供給。
A stable supply of electricity. Transition. The transition from school to work.
学校生活から社会人生活への移行。
The transition from school to work. Consent. Without written consent.
書面での同意なしに。
Without written consent. Dependable. Produce dependable cars and trucks.
信頼できる車とトラックを生産する。
Produce dependable cars and trucks. Diligent. Mr. Cato is a diligent worker.
加藤さんは勤勉な働き手だ。
Mr. Cato is a diligent worker. Illustrate. Illustrate a point.
ポイントを説明する。
Illustrate a point. Independently. Work independently and as a team member.
単独でもチームの一員としても働く。
Work independently and as a team member.
Mission. The company's mission.
会社の使命。
The company's mission. Moderate. Moderate exercise.
適度な運動。
moderate exercise. Outlook. The sales outlook.
売上見通し。
The sales outlook. Precisely. Rapidly and precisely.
迅速かつ正確に。
Rapidly and precisely. Concentrated. A concentrated effort.
集中的な努力。
A concentrated effort. Ample. The hotel has ample parking.
そのホテルには十分な駐車スペースがある。
The hotel has ample parking. Asset. An asset to the team.
チームにとっての財産。
An asset to the team. Controversial. A controversial issue.
議論を引き起こす問題。
A controversial issue. Disappointing. Disappointing sales.
期待外れの売上。
Disappointing sales. Instrumental. Tex was instrumental in the project.
テックスはそのプロジェクトで重要な役割を果たした。
Tex was instrumental in the project.
Interruption. Without interruption.
中断なしに。
Without interruption. Perspective. From a broad perspective.
幅広い観点から。
From a broad perspective. Scope. The scope of the study.
調査の範囲。
The scope of the study. Speculation. Speculation from industry experts.
業界の専門家の推測。
Speculation from industry experts. Supplement. Supplement income by writing books.
収入を執筆で補う。
Supplement income by writing books. Understaffed. We are really understaffed.
本当に人手不足です。
We are really understaffed. Rarely. The CEO rarely appears in public.
その CEO はめったに公に姿を見せない。
The CEO rarely appears in public. Caution. Use caution.
注意を払う。
Use caution. Legislation. Legislation to limit the use of drones.
ドローンの使用を制限する法律。
Legislation to limit the use of drones. Logical. A logical choice.
妥当な選択。
A logical choice.
Lumber.